Hello everyone, and thank you so much for being in this community call today. Today is September the 14th, 2021, and we are super happy to be back. This is the agenda for the call today. We have the pleasure to report to you today all the recent change and the recent progresses of the StarName project. So first of all, let's start with the migration to Stargate. As you know, this is very significant migration. The Cosmos technology on which our blockchain is based has made an important update called Stargate. We had to update our blockchain technically to be able to be part and enjoy the enhancements of features and new offers. So we had some blockers on the launch, but they were fixed. And today we can say that our launch has been successful, the chain works perfectly, and we have all the features that we wanted. This upgrade was very important because it gives us access to new possibilities, and it also brings some new markets. One thing that I really want to point out is the position of StarName amongst the IBC-enabled chain. We are amongst the first to be there. And at the time of our launch, the IBC gang was composed by 8 projects that are 10 times bigger than the StarName team. So big shout out to our technical team that delivers an upgrade of such a magnitude that today our technical ability can be compared to very famous chains such as IrisNet and Crow. I wanted to talk about the incident on Bilaxi that took place recently. Some of you know this exchange on which the IOV coin was traceable has been hacked, and we really deplore this fact. Bilaxi manager have reported that the IOV addresses are safe in cold storage and we are not compromised. However, we urge you to contact the people from Bilaxi directly to obtain your token and have them back. According to Bilaxi managers, the exchange should reopen on the 23rd of this month. About keeping your token, it is best to avoid putting them in any exchange, especially the centralized one. Keep your token in cold storage as much as possible. All experts in security will advise you to have hardware wallets such as Ledger, and to keep your tokens at a distance from exchange, which remain online custodians, unlike cold wallets. So new listing. Thanks to this upgrade, we were able to be listed on Osmosis, a new DEX initiative on Cosmos, which leaves a lot of promises. Today, thanks to this DEX, we have considerably increased the liquidity of the IOV token. And we believe that this movement will continue because the incentive program is very important. We talked about Osmosis, and we are the second token listed on Gravity DEX. We are about to be listed on Emeris, the Tendermint project that will beautifully interface with the Gravity DEX. Tendermint is fully supporting us on this, and we will announce the listing soon. This should give us another significant awareness and reputation boost. Finally, talking about centralized exchange, we are going to apply to Crypto.com thanks to our IBC status, and we will keep you posted. So today is a very important day because we just released fantastic features on Gmail. After several months of tests with beta testers, today we're launching the original and unique feature for blockchain that allows you to access StarName through a Gmail account. We have Gmail. You can easily, if you have Gmail, you can easily be on the blockchain and claim a free StarName. This Gmail login greatly simplifies accessing the StarName and purchasing crypto domain names. This feature will be accessible on your login page. You can check it out. And finally, NFT. Finally, our big first for us, StarName will soon be used the NFT management feature. Its basic feature will allow you to associate NFTs from other chains and keep them under your unique name, which is a star name. This new feature puts us on a foot on the NFT world and all the metaverse market. And it corresponds to our mission since always, to allow the majority of people to become a creator of value. There will be regular announcement on this topic because it's going to be a very important topic for us for the last quarter and also for the next year. We will have the opportunity to show how StarName will become the certified and trustful receptacle on the NFT economy. A number of you have been asking a number of very interesting questions. Steph, who is our product owner, is going to reply to a number of questions. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, welcome. Bonjour, I'm Stéphane, the product manager at StarName, and I'm happy to answer all the questions that you have today and submitted. Thank you for those. Gabriela compiled them all with love, and here they are, organized by topics. So let's dive in and start with a few questions on marketing. When influencer marketing and sponsored post media on social. Right now we're running ads on Twitter to cross-promote StarName and Osmosis, which leads me to the next question. How is the marketing campaign going? And it would be nice to use the StarName service even from a centralized exchange or a non-custodial wallet. So about the marketing campaign, the work we do with the Unleashed agency is very fruitful. Given that they used to work with big companies, we're not always able to implement their ideas, but so far our collaboration has been nothing but positive. As you might have seen, we redesigned our website. The goal of this is to differentiate ourselves from other crypto projects by taking an approach that is more towards artists, creators, and people on the fringe of the crypto world. This is mostly in contrast of many projects having designs as more geeky or more crypto oriented. Any dollars will go for marketing. So over the month of August and those Twitter ads, we ran a bunch of test campaigns to find the best way to promote StarName, and we are now ramping up spending on marketing because we think we found a few good messages that come across very well. We're not yet talking about big bucks here, but we clearly see a strong positive correlation between our spend, our community increase, and even sometimes the token. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, because we get a lot of questions about having a new centralized exchange. So let's talk about this. I'm going to tackle a few questions at once, so I'm not going to read them, but they all gravitate about having exchanges. Since Bilaxi is down, we understand the increased frustration of not being able to trade on a centralized exchange because they are fast, cheap, and it's the easiest way to get in the game. Unfortunately, our issue here is our market cap. It's a bit of a chicken and egg problem. We explained here many times, but as long as we are in the small market cap territory, centralized exchange are difficult to reach. There are some smaller centralized exchange that would agree to work with us, but we'd have to pay a significant amount of money up front to be listed with them, and with no guarantee of promotion or quality of service. So we prefer to be in a position to reach a reasonable exchange, and for that we wait for market cap to increase. With that said, our ABC status gives us a unique opportunity to submit an application to the Crow exchange. So everyone keep your fingers crossed, and we'll see if it leads us anywhere, but we hope it would work. DEX now. Decentralized exchanges are in full force for us. We have great momentum with Osmosis, yes. We already listed on Gravity, but only on the command line interface. We'll be part of the next round of token listed on Emrys, which is the GUI interface developed by Tendermint. In all fairness, we should have been part of the first round, as we were the second pool to be IBC enabled. But for some reason, we were solely left out of the tokens being listed in the first round. This has been a significant disappointment for us, but our listing on MSIS made us forget about that. We also got a question about SIFT-Chain. We are working with them, so we hope to be listed with them soon. We'll see how it goes. We got a few questions on osmosis and liquidity pools, and how about having more liquidity pools supported. As we speak, we're extending our liquidity pool on osmosis, but at this time we are favoring a strategy where we don't spread our liquidity across too many pools. Since we are listed on new dexes, it limits us to the pool IOV Atom and the IOV with the native token of the DEX. So I hope this answers your questions about future listings. We had a question about audit. Are we going to be using Certic or another committee for auditing our code? We had our code reviewed over the summer. I don't want to say audited because we can't stamp it with big name, but this is something we'll do. It is anywhere necessarily milestone to reach when you grow. Few questions about the Starname app. Will there be a contact booklet added to the Starname profile? So for a contact booklet to work, it would have to be a service that we provide in a centralized manner. Otherwise, your contact booklet would be visible by all, which I don't think this is desired. To this day, 100% of Starname is decentralized, and we will stay as true as possible to this philosophy. We might go down to 99% for some temporary side service that are in the works, like buying Starname with dollars rather than tokens. But when thinking about any new functionalities, we always have to remember that it only makes sense if we can implement it in a decentralized fashion. Would it be possible for a tutorial on how to make pull requests for new tokens to be added to the Starname? Well, let's add this to the list of things to do, long list of things to do. We actually have a Telegram member that did that recently for AVAX, and we merged his PR. When I think about it, we'll take any help here. If someone wants to beat us to the punch and write that for us, we'd be happy to publish. So anyone feeling strong writing skills to write that tutorial, please feel free to do. Otherwise, we'll do it whenever we get time to do it. Are there plans to create a multi-crypto wallet that uses Starname to process transactions? Wallets is not something we want to do because there are tons of people out there doing it very well. And we're talking from experience, as a matter of fact, as we had a wallet at some point. But it was just drawing too much resources for no profit. What we are doing, though, is creating an API to facilitate our integration in wallets or other dApps. So we are definitely thinking about that. And then final question about the applications. Where do we stand regarding the Gmail link? Well, you've seen that during the slides. We're releasing this today. A couple of questions about partners. One of our fellow members would love to see more Starname integrations on other platforms. As I just said, we hope that our API will facilitate those integrations. We are secretly wishing that Emrys would integrate Starname within their service. I would love to see that. It's a long shot, but if you guys know us, we are not afraid to shoot. For those using a Cosmos Station wallet, that's the next question. For those using a Cosmos Station wallet and not Kepler, will we be able to connect to Emrys when it's out of beta? And subsequent question on the hack of Bilaxy, is it going to have a negative impact on Starname IOV? Okay, let's talk about Cosmos Station first. That would be a question for Emirates, whether they support Cosmos or not. My guess is that it's very unlikely to be supported at least day one. About the Bilaxy hack, so we talked about it. I don't think it has any negative impact since the hack our trading volume has been okay and actually more up than down. And since no Starname tokens were compromised, I could even argue that it reinforces the confidence in our token, but it's only my slightly biased opinion here. Interesting question about governance next. Would it be possible to make a guide on how to propose governance for the chain? This guide will come at some point. Right now, we are limited to do it via CLI, command line interface, I'm sorry. With that said, when we have the resource and time to build a governance proposal interface, this guide will obviously come. Finally, a couple of questions about the future, the plans. What is the current team focus for the next 6 months going to be? 3 letters, you've heard it, NFT. If you remember a few months back, actually, we started to talk about NFTs. And over the summer, our focus has been on reaching some key dexes. But that being said, we have shifted back to our spring love, which is NFTs. We can't say more at this point, but NFTs will be big for Starling, and it's our focus to be for the foreseeable future. And when I say foreseeable future, I'm talking about even beyond the next 6 months. And finally, what are some other app ideas that IOV would be good for? Perhaps a messaging app, a blog publication app, marketing app. I don't know about all of those. Those 3 guys are could be big for chain usage. Usually blockchain don't fit well with this kind of applications, but one can never say now. One can never say no. What I can tell you is that our focus being NFT, and NFT being a vast world. Some of you might have guessed where our direction will be by looking at our website, but I have the feeling that I'm saying too much already anyway. So that's it for the questions of this update. Once again, we really thank you for your support on our Telegram channel. It's huge. It's fantastic to have a community behind us. We have so many Telegram members that are helping us, answering questions for newcomers, supporting the project. You are part of the reason why we are fighting on a daily basis. Thank you again, and my guess is that we'll talk to you soon.